Hey everybody, David G here, founder of the Internet Marketing Party, and I've got one of the original co-founders of the Internet Marketing Party right here, Mr. Michael Lovitch, who's also one of my best friends, one of the people that got me into this business in the first place, someone who I can count on to always tell me the truth, even if I don't like it, and that's what hundreds of other entrepreneurs count on him for. And again, he's one of the people that when I first started the Internet Marketing Party, he and I had a formal written agreement on the napkin. So say hello to the viewers of the Internet Marketing Party, Michael.
Good to see everybody. It's been almost 6 years.
Yeah, it'll be 6 years this coming month. So, Michael, you've only spoke on a stage two times before. One at Josh Bizzoni's Fit Fest and another at JJ Virgin's event. This is only the third time you're speaking. I know it was kind of like it's not really your thing, but what are you going to be talking about?
As you know, we went through a lot of things, but we were trying to think of the thing most relevant. I'm going to talk about, the art of starting small. One thing we see, and as we know, we see a bunch of people coming in all the time to internet marketing. They have all these big, giant goals, and they're paralyzed and they're unachievable, and nothing happens. And I've actually started things very small, with literally almost nothing, and then use that. It's like if you go to Vegas and you get lucky on the poker table or in the craps or whatever, and you win enough, you're like, shit, I'm gonna take my credit card, everything, put it back into the hotel room. And now I'm gonna have the whole vacation on my first winnings. Right? That's the way I kind of like to do the online thing. The way my stuff has worked is start something really small that's easy to do, a little bit of money, and then if you want to go bigger, stay in that vertical, use the house's money. So now your money is back where it was. Use the house's money to kind of escalate. And I've done that. I've seen a lot of other people do that, and I've seen a lot of people who don't think that way get in a real bind. They get in debt, or they start spending money on big courses and masterminds way before they're ready.
Yeah. So let me just kind of backtrack a little bit, because I know you so well, and I assume everybody else does, but you built your first your first online business to over 20 million within just a few years. And I know you don't like talking numbers.
That's too high. No, it was got to 10, the first one. This one's over 20.
Right. Yeah. Anyway. So then you've consistently done it, and there's people that have businesses that are in the 8 figures and in the 9 figures that when they hear you talk, they listen. I've seen it. You kind of paused right there, but I've seen it. And I've seen people that are running huge companies, and that you open your mouth. So I want to make sure people know that, I didn't really edify you a whole lot other than saying you helped me co-found the party and stuff. But this guy, okay. I've heard a lot of people say you're one of the smartest marketers they know. And you've proven it with consistent results over time, team building, business building. So when you say you've started from nothing and built it to 7 and 8 figures, you're not just theorizing. And I know you can't stand certain things in the marketplace. You want to kind of shed some light on some of those things that you'll be kind of showing what people can do instead and what they should stop doing?
Right. The first thing I can't stand is especially now, there's really no cookie cutter. So everybody, I remember before listening to a bunch of gurus, just do this, don't reinvent the wheel. This, and this. It might have been true, but even then, I don't remember ever doing anything by the book. Because if you do everything by the book and they're all taking the same trainings, it usually sucks and it just gets lost. So you do kind of have to understand a more fundamental way of business and marketing. And yeah, there's some tactics, but understand the difference between tactics and cookie cutterness. And then I also don't like it when, especially for people starting out, to invest in a big, expensive course or mastermind, in my opinion, is really stupid. There's so many cheap ways to kind of get in, and I recommend dabbling in really inexpensive, low capital intensive ways to start. And now, back in the day, it was a quick website, an SEO, and or buy a little traffic to it, create review sites, something in your industry where you could be the authority, and then be the affiliate, and then, oh wow, I'm making money selling this product, I'll start that company. So nowadays with social media, it's so much easier. So nowadays there's much more crowded, but now so many ways to do it.
Let me stop you there, because you're saying nowadays with social media, I thought where you were going was most internet marketing teachers and trainers say it's harder now than it was back in the day. And you kind of threw me for a curveball there, threw me a curveball when you said it's easier. And because I know a lot of people that say, "Oh, I'm a social media expert," but they can't rub two pennies together. So
yeah, I'm not talking about teaching social media.
No, I'm not talking about social teaching. What I'm saying is, I was expecting you to say that it's harder to make money online now than it used to be, and you saying the opposite. And separately, I know a lot of people who know social media, but they're not making any money. It's like connectors who know everybody, but they're not making any money. They're social media experts.
That's not what I mean by social media. So
yeah,
what I mean,
I'm asking you to connect the two things.
Backtrack. So it might be harder in the sense there's more competition. On the other hand, it used to be like my first company, I had to build my own shopping cart, my own affiliate software, all this stuff, right, from scratch. It took some resources. As I bankrolled it, half my money went to dev, right? Nowadays, tools. Anything you want to run a business, so cheap, so many great tools. I can't even name, there's like 20 of them that are amazing. I mean, like your friend Clay with lead pages, and there's Ion Interactive, there's this, there's that. So many ways to get started, and like Shopify and ways to make money. It's just, the tools are out there, right. And the market's way bigger. So yeah, it's more competition. There's way more people who are more fluent, who are used to spending money online than when we started, by far, and it's only getting bigger. So yeah, more competition, more opportunity, and also more niches. It's just like TV. I mean, I date myself, but I grew up with 3 channels. You know, right. And then they added Atlanta, and Chicago had 5, and then Student Cable, we were incredible, we had 22. Now it's just gazillion, so it's harder to get attention on them. There's a million different ways to do this, to create authority in a niche. And it's so easy to monetize now, technologically.
Gotcha.
There's better and better people out there and better people to align with, and the quality of companies online are higher as well. So there's way better alliances to be done than they used to.
Gotcha. So I'm glad you clarified. And then the social media that part, I'm assuming that's got to do with, if you're really good at what you do, people are going to spread the word for you. I mean,
yeah, I'm talking about cheap ways to start.
Right.
So, I have a friend, I don't know if I mentioned her, I mean, she has a huge psychology institute online, and she does amazing social content. And she knows it works, and then she spends a little bit of money to amplify it. I mean, we couldn't do that back in the day. That was amazing. So if you do it, you get a slight following, and then with the new tools, you can really accelerate with very little risk now. So you don't have, so that's what I mean by starting small. And also what I mean is you don't say from the beginning, I'm going to create this huge thing. Say, I'm going to be the authority in a space. And you can monetize by selling little information, or being an affiliate is always good because there's more and more good things. And then you say, okay, take that money. Now I'll create the thing I was promoting. I'll do the thing I was promoting. And you just can go up the food chain pretty easily. That's cool. What I mean by starting small.
I gotcha. Yeah, no. It makes perfect sense. And, I know you were just mentioning to me something I hadn't noticed, but, you're going to be speaking on the stage for probably about 20 minutes. So let's start winding down here. What is it? I mean, because you've kind of given the meat of what you're going to be talking about.
Right.
But aside from, I know your presentation is going to be fun. You've already started seeding the waters, or some of the things that are going to make it more than just educational. But like, what are some carrots you can dangle so that it's probably going to be like 400 people in town, right, from different marketing events, for Ezra's event and Brian's event, and then our anniversary. There's going to be a lot of things to pick from. Why should people come watch you? I mean, more of a hook.
But I'll go into more detail about some more specific ways I and some friends have gone from here to here. And I'll also kind of throw, one thing I'm big on is kind of some big psych triggers, because that's my background. So I write really good copy, that kind of thing. So there's some things I've been dabbling with. There's something I've been experimenting with in the new neuroscience world that I've been screwing around with on some pages that's been working that nobody's talking about. So I might throw that around. And it might have something to do with hot wings and hot sauce. We'll see what's going on there.
All right. Sounds good, man. Well, thank you. I was shocked that you actually said yes. You've always been... You showed me the phrase that too cool for school. I wouldn't say you've always been too cool for school.
Cool.
Not that, but you've always been kind of like, I don't really want to be in the spotlight. I don't want to. So it's a real honor that I'm excited, and it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's kind of like this is like the person that never ever wants to go on your boat with you, and then they're finally like, you know what? I'll go on your boat this time, and they're fun. Michael's a ton of fun, and he's not gonna get too drunk. He already made the promise.
I'll stay sober until I start talking.
That's weird. Okay.
Then we'll go from there.
All right, cool, man. Well, we'll see you. We'll see everybody. Go to internetmarketingparty.com/Austin and to find out more and get your tickets and get registered and become a member, because Michael and I have been talking about some really cool things he's going to make available to members only. And we're going to make all kinds of other really fun things available to members only. So see you guys on, it'll be Thursday, September the 25th in Austin, Texas. The doors will open at 7 p.m. It's going to be a blast. We're going to have a red carpet. We're going to have piñata. We're going to have all kinds of cool surprises. And it's going to be fun. Yeah.
Awesome.
People coming in from all over the world. Be one of them. Thanks, Michael.
Thank you.